Hi everyone, it's Agnieszka from 5 Minute Language. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Also switch on your notifications as well to make sure you don't miss anything in the future. So today's video is about how to learn vocabulary fast. Obviously, learning vocabulary is something that will move you closer and closer towards fluency, and you want to maximize your learning. You want to learn more and more words to make sure you get to fluency more quickly. So today we're going to cover a few techniques that will help you learn vocabulary fast. So my tip number one is to make the most of cognates. Cognates are basically words that are pretty much the same in the language you're learning and your own language. So they have the same origin or the same stem, or they both come from Latin. Whatever it is, they look similar, they're similar. You might as well just learn them first because they're easier, because you already know them. So if you just Google cognates in Spanish and English, or whatever language you're learning, you will be able to see lists of hundreds, if not thousands, of words that belong to that category. And you can really start with that and give yourself a head start in learning. My second tip is using mnemonics. Mnemonics is a technique that I've spoken about in my previous videos. I'm going to link it in the description box, so make sure you check it out. But essentially, it's about creating mental images to help you memorize difficult words. So if you can't remember a certain word, you can create a little story in your head to help you memorize it. And that will increase the speed with which you're learning, because obviously you're making it easier for yourself to memorize words. The next one is quite an obvious one. Obviously, frequent revision. You need to be revising those words very frequently, but you don't want to be wasting your time on revising things that you already know. So that's where spaced repetition comes in, and I've spoken about it in a previous video, which I'm going to link in the description box. But spaced repetition is about basically focusing your energy on the things that you don't know, and then putting aside the things that you already probably know, and then coming back to those things maybe less frequently, but focusing on the things that you don't know more frequently. So make sure you check out my video to find out exactly how that works. But essentially, frequent revision is the key. You need to be revising often. The next one is frequent use in conversation. You need to be using those words in order to learn them. So what I recommend is that you always look up vocabulary as part of sentences. There's a reason why every dictionary gives you examples of sentences when you look up the word, not just a translation, because you need to know how to use it in context. And when you see those sentences, you will understand how you can also produce your own sentences using the words. So what I recommend is that when you write the word down in your vocabulary notebook, write an example from a dictionary, maybe 2 or 3 even, and then try to write your own sentences as well. And that way you're encouraging your brain to produce language rather than just acquiring it passively. And then make sure that you're also speaking. I've got plenty of videos about speaking even when you've got nobody to talk to, so make sure you check them out as well. But essentially you can present, you can make mini presentations, or you can take a word and you can try and come up with a story and say it out loud, even if you've got no kind of conversation partner as such. So just to sum up, number 1 is learning cognates, number 2 is mnemonics, number 3 is frequent revision, number 4 is spaced repetition, and number 5 is frequent use in conversation. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, the disclaimer is that you can't really learn a language fast as such, but you can increase the speed with which you're learning. So obviously there's a certain limit to your brain's capacity to memorize things. But if you employ those techniques, then you will make things easier for yourself and you can save a lot of time. So I encourage you to try them and let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. And thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.